Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kaye Boehning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Oh, look, it popped up to y'all's logo this morning, Kay. Look at that.
Wow.
It just went right to your logo. It didn't even go to us.
Maybe that's a sign.
Yeah. Well, Rick, you know why? Ain't got no gas in it.
There's your split second
There's your
appearance.
That was it.
All right, Rick, get ready. Camera's right here in 3, 2, 1. Welcome in. What's up, Rick? How you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I was disrespectful. You know why?
Why?
Because you're always supposed to acknowledge ladies first, and I didn't.
I agree.
I'm sorry, Kay. Good morning, Kay. How you doing?
Good.
Welcome back. Were y'all here last week?
No, we
No.
weren't. Josie should have been.
Josie was here. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
We
These
were out of
days-
town.
We were joking earlier. Jamaica, any relaxation? Did you make any relaxation?
She says I did.
Jamaica. Y'all, now, it wasn't total like pleasure trip. Y'all were there on business, a conference that y'all
We're
went
at a
to.
conference.
We are
learned a
here.
lot.
We're going to talk about that conference in a little bit, if that's okay. We're going to dig in, kind of learn, because I want to learn about Jamaica. Wanted to know, Rick, first and foremost, Jamaican chicken tonight for dinner?
No.
Okay. Never mind. Hey, we want to welcome you in as we get rolling. Y'all missed 365, by the way. It's episode 366 now. We decided not to put the show on autopilot because it would be such unfactual information. We'd be talking about events that happened in the past. We were going to put the show on a year autopilot, and I was probably going to go to Jamaica for a year, just leave. And we decided not to. So
I'm glad you decided not to.
we decided to stay. We are here, episode 366 today as we get started on this wonderful Wednesday. As always, welcome in. Thank you to Paul Lee, the gallery. Also, huge shout out, as always, to our friend Elliot Herzig of Elliot's Jewelers and online at elliotsjewelers.com. Be on the lookout for an email from Elliot. If you haven't subscribed to his newsletter, he puts out great information. But he's going to be putting out an email regarding our Diamonds of Hope that continues for Care Center Huntsville. And, of course, we could not be here on this wonderful, I don't want to say wacky, although when Rick and I, see, when Kay's in the middle of us, it kind of keeps it toned down a little bit.
I know. But when you and I are like on our ambassador trips,
it's the best time.
it really is. It's a lot of fun.
It's the best time. We couldn't be here without Tomorrow's Promise Montessori School. They are the early childhood education experts here in our community. Friends, if you've got a young one, 0 to 0 to 12, right?
Yeah.
0 to 12. They're the place to be. They're going to teach your young ones the Montessori method, backed by good Christian teachings as well. I still love Braylon, the fact that she sings all these songs, and I know where she gets them. She gets them from Tomorrow's Promise, and we just love the school there. Caden is not there right now because Bridget is out hunting for work, and so as soon as she finds a job, pray, because there may be an opportunity. So once she gets back in the full swing of work, we'll have Caden back over there as well. But she's just enjoying a little mommy-baby bonding time right now for now until she finds work again. But Braylon's
and I think that's great.
yeah, it's good, and and here's the deal. Of course, all these cool things start happening now because it's like they couldn't happen at Tomorrow's Promise. For nothing against anything with y'all, but of course, Caden starts walking now.
Yeah.
Now full disclaimer, he was taking a few steps while he was there, but now he's walking big time. I have to tell y'all though, the coolest thing the other day, I go in to get Braylon. She comes running at me, "Daddy, I'm going potty," and she's going potty on her own now at the school because y'all got them little small toilets. So where do I get one of those, by the way? Because at home she's like, "Daddy, I need help," and I got to go pick her up and put her on the potty. So do you have any Wednesday wisdom for me, Kay? Because we have one of those little plastic potties.
There's little steps that you can put on.
For the potty, a potty step for for Braylon?
Yeah.
There's the Wednesday wisdom.
You can attach them to your toilet and they can step up on them.
You just saved me probably 10 minutes every day. Yeah. It's 10 minutes that I enjoy, though. That.
It costs you some money, though.
Yeah. Well, she's asking me all the time, though. And then last night, the cutest thing, we were at Aldi. By the way, do y'all go to Aldi's?
Every once in a while.
Man, I'm so happy about that place. Now, food sometimes is a little questionable. You got a little dent in the tomato here and there, a little extra something in the banana. But I walked out of there yesterday with 2 plastic bags. Not only 2 plastic bags, a plant for the house, a big plant, like a fern type plant. I walked out of there with all this stuff. I also walked out with a wood pizza, little place. Those are kind of cool toys, right?
Yeah.
Something that with the Velcro so they can stick it together and do all this. It's better than electronic doodahs.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of children learn fractions is by
With
working with pizza.
Well, all that. Oh, and by the way, I got a big, huge, 6 or 8 foot spider web put on the wall of the house. Came with spiders, big spiders. So, Rick, if you come by the house, don't be scared. You may. Rob's got spiders.
A lot of times I carry a sidearm, so you might have holes in your wall.
Okay, no problem. Or you got that, and then bug spray in the other. Oh, and by the way, I got a blow up ghost. All this stuff. Yeah, a little blow up inflatable ghost. All this stuff, okay. 2 bags. I'm talking eggs, milk, all the necessities, all this other stuff, even baby wipes. Guess how much I spent at Aldi yesterday?
$3,000.
$3,000. Well, probably wouldn't be here this morning. I'd be in the doghouse.
75.
75. Close. $105 yesterday.
Wow.
Now, I'm not knocking any other local establishments because here everything's better. I love H-E-B. But I've been at H-E-B and I walk out with 1 plastic sack that's $100. Walked out with 2. Oh, and that even included the cost of the bags because, if you don't bring your own.
Got to pay for the bags.
Got to bring your bags. And so.
You're in Texas, right?
Got to bring your bags. I walked out there. I told Bridget, I said, I just left Aldi's $105. Why don't we come here more often? That didn't even include just groceries. It included a few extra things. Because Braylon was good, and she saw that pizza. I said, do you want the pizza? There was a pizza. And then there was, and it was a hamburger kit. It was a wooden hamburger. I said, do you want the pizza or the hamburger? She goes, a pizza. And then last night, whenever we were, I read every night to her. And before we did that, she was kind of being wild and she wouldn't settle down. I said, Braylon, if you settle down, we can play with the pizza. And she immediately went stone cold, settle down. And then we played with the pizza in bed. It was the only time I'll ever allow her to have pizza in bed. It was last night. And then didn't go to sleep till
You're a terrible dad. I let my kids have pizza in bed all the time.
Who am I joking? I eat pizza. Probably ate pizza in bed last week. Have you ever had to shake the sheets? That's what we have to do when the kids get in the
our
sheets.
dog's a Bessie eater, and she takes her treat up on the bed.
You got to shake the sheets before you go to bed. So, anyways, a lot of fun last night. And then Braylon decided before the pizza she wanted to pray because she thought she was eating, and so she said a little prayer, and I recorded as a cutest little thing ever. But I attribute a lot of all of these great things because of the education that she receives at Tomorrow's Promise. That's why I bring these stories up. And friends, hands-on approach is the way to do it. Stay away from the electronic doodahs with your children. One thing that I can say, and I'm not judging any parents, but I'm very proud to say that even to this day, when we take our kids out, there's no phones, there's no tablets at the table. And they interact, Kaye. It's the most miraculous thing. They interact. Did you know that's still a thing with children?
No, I didn't.
They interact. They look around. Braylon waves at people, talks to them. Caden's like all around. Because if you put the tablet, they're just zoned out. They're zombie.
I've got grandkids that are in their teens, and they walk everywhere like this.
And I'll be, I'm not going to sit here and be hypocritical. As an adult, I get glued. I understand. I get glued to that thing. But I'm telling you, there's something that is just awesome about watching your little ones grow and develop. Kaye, you've been in the business for quite some time, well over 25 years now with Tomorrow's Promise. Well, I say, no, you haven't. You just started, Kaye. You just started. Kaye's only going on 26 years old. Congratulations. No, but, what have you seen over these last 4, 5, 6 years, with the influence of technology? I know we've talked about it on the show before, but to me as a parent, it seems like it's just getting worse.
It is. It's what's planned or ironic or whatever is the people that developed this technology did not let their children have it because they know how damaging it is to the brain. And it's like giving your child crack. And it's very addictive, and it is creating social skills problems. It's causing attention disorder. It's causing it's causing all kinds of problems with children being able to concentrate and things like that. And there's actually some school districts that's had this wild idea of taking the phones away and not letting them have them in the classroom.
Good. Take them away.
Because, if they've got the phone in the classroom and they're texting their mother or their friends or this or that, how are they supposed to learn?
I'm taking this class, through ORU, through my online classes at Oral Roberts, and the early one is it's talking about learning strategies. It's a really good, even, Kaye, I think you would enjoy this book. You're well-rounded in this knowledge, but there's things that I pulled out of this book that are just, like mind mapping. I never understood how to draw out a mind map and think about things, which is really neat. But it talks about the distractions of the world, and one of them is technology. And it says you got to turn all that off. And it's so accurate because I've been studying, and then I'll have the phone next to me, and I had to go to Ring and disable all notifications. Man, that just gets annoying. Every time a little bug moves in the house, you've got someone in your house, anything that, it's the dog, it's not a bug, but I went back and looked, Rick, 480 notifications a day on average from Ring.
Oh, my.
Isn't that nuts? I disabled them. I was like, I don't care. All I care about is if somebody's at my front door. If there's somebody moving around in my house, they're going to have to trigger the front door or somewhere else first. I don't need to know that someone's in my living room. So I disabled all that. But I'm in the middle of studying the other day, and what happens? Ring starts going off on me, telling me this, and it just completely sidetracked me. And I had to go back, and everything that I'd been reading for 15 minutes, I had to go restart it because I lost my train of thought. I never realized how a distraction can cause that much of an issue for you reading something for 15 minutes and you forget all of it because of one split-second distraction.
They say on average it takes 15 minutes to get back the attention that you had when you were focusing on something when you get interrupted.
There it is. Turn it off. It's not good. And I get it. We do let our children watch things from time to time, but I just love the fact that they like to run around and play. And we bought a little toy chest on Amazon, and I throw all their toys in there and all these little, I don't know, they have a bunch of, I forget what the big wooden one is right now, the wooden toys. I can't think of the name of it. There's a brand, Adler Family Toys has them. We bought a bunch of them over there. Melissa and Doug. I knew Lois. Lois Stehlik's here, by the way. I knew it's Melissa and Doug. Braylon will go in there and grab that stuff, and she does have a few little lights and buzzers and those kind of things. There's one that's really cool, and we got it. Bridget's mom got it for us. This is a really cool toy. I don't know if you'd really call it super electronic, but it's a air puck that goes on the floor. And so it looks like a soccer ball, and it's got foam around it, but it's battery powered. And when you turn it on, it's like a little hockey puck. It'll glide across. Man, that is one of the most fun toys. That and those magnetiles.
I love magnetiles.
I play with those magnet tiles with Braylon. I'm like, bring those things out and we'll play with them. So, friends, that's what we're talking about this morning, just making sure that you focus on the right way to raise your children. And I think it's hard to say the right way, but I think one of the things that you can do that is right is keep them away from all those electronic gadgets. It's not bad. To me, I don't think it's bad once in a while, but it's whenever it goes overboard is when it gets out of hand. For me, like I grew up playing Nintendo, and I didn't get glued into it, but it was kind of the same thing. I would sit there, and all of a sudden, before I know it, 3 hours were gone, and I was sitting there playing Mario Brothers, and the controller was half broken. It helped with anger management. I'll say that, Kaye. The Nintendo did back in the day. So,
I want you to think about the toy box thing.
Is it bad?
It teaches disorganization.
No, well, they put the toys up in the box.
No, but they do like this to get out to the bottom of the box.
That's the fun part, though.
To the toy they want.
Yeah.
And then they throw everything back in and things get crushed and so forth like that. And this is weird because my parents did this, and then I did it with my children prior to Montessori. And then I found out it's a Montessori principle kind of in a sense. But we had boards, bricks and boards. And I had things to put on my shelf. So each shelf, so when the boys were little, I had a box that had all of their Toy Story toys in there.
Organized in that box.
And then I had a little Starlight box that had their 101 Dalmatians and one that had their Power Rangers, Star Wars. And they'd get them all out and play with them and things like that. And I drew like a little picture of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and then I wrote turtles on it so they could read it and then see a little picture. And then they had to put everything up every evening. But sometimes the Dalmatian got in with the turtle box and stuff like that. But then every Saturday we would take everything out and put all the turtles in the turtle box and all the 101 Dalmatians and sort them out the way they... And that's pre-science and pre-math.
And it was fun, too.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, as you're talking about these things, I remember as a child how much fun it was to sort things.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I just like to sort things.
But when you throw it all in a box, then the thing on the bottom gets broke and stuff like that.
And then you have all these random toys that never get used, and then they show up at garage sales or trash cans. You ever went through stuff, and you're like, where did this junk come from? Just absolute. You go to a garage sale, and you'll see absolute junk. Why are you even selling? I went to an estate sale, Kaye. I walked in, looked at a couple things, shook my head, and walked out. This was an estate sale. They had brand new, in the box, toothpaste. You know how much they were wanting? Take a stab at it, Rick.
$5.
Almost $4. I said I could go to H-E-B and get the same thing for $4. They had a KitchenAid that you can buy new for $300, $275. Why am I going to go to an estate sale and pay $275 for a KitchenAid? They had an Otis Spunkmeyer cookie oven, which, by the way, it's going at Walker County Federal Credit Union now.
Is it there yet?
Credit Union cookies are going every Friday now, by the way. Second week in a row, they've got them
start going on Fridays.
I got that thing for $100 from a lady in Richards. Guess what? Had one at the estate sale, way worse condition than the one I got. You know what they wanted for it? $175. I walked out, and I remember telling the guys I walked out, I was like, man, is this like I don't even remember what I said. He just knew what I was talking about, and he goes, I ain't spending a dime in that place. I said, well, they're going to have to haul everything out of here because they ain't going to sell nothing. So that's another.
Usually on Sunday afternoons, they cut the price half if anything's still there.
I get what they do. It's like Amazon Prime Day or whatever. Have you seen the Amazon deals going on right now? And what they do, there's 2 days. Yesterday and today is like their Amazon. They just do these, deals, which they think are deals. But I know it's exactly what these folks were doing. They raise the price really high, and then, we're marking it down 50% whenever it's, they should have just started it at 50% off anyways. Anyways, great show lined up today as we continue celebrating the good here in our community. We'll talk with Rick and Kaye a little bit later about Jamaica. I want to hear about Jamaica, if that's all right, and some of the great things that they got to experience in a conference that they were at. But we will have Lois Stehlik of Old Town Theater joining us here in just a few moments, and she's going to be talking about some exciting events coming up at Old Town Theater. Do us a huge favor. Let us know that you are out there today. Let us know what you're thankful for. Maybe it's your first time joining the show. We would love to hear from you this morning. Our algorithm on Facebook is not telling us the correct counts anymore, and they've changed something, and our other interface has changed. But yesterday I was talking to a random person. I had grabbed something to eat, and she goes, I watch y'all show every morning. Didn't even know who it was, never heard of her before. And so I know that there are many of you out there that watch this show. We appreciate you so much. Do us a favor, though, and say hello. We are going to continue giving away a little bit of money today. And Rick, check out the keyword on that 0 Degree Creations phone and text line.
Yeah, it's what it was this morning.
Very nice this morning. Cool is the keyword.
Oh, I thought it was look.
No, I thought Rick was going to say the keyword is snazzy because it was very snazzy this morning when I woke up. That'll be the keyword next week.
Snazzy.
Keyword is cool. All you got to do is text in cool, COOL, and your name on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line. That number is 936-339-0139. We'll take a break. Lois Stehlik joins us on the other side when we come back. As always, our shows every Wednesday brought to you by our friends at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Over 25 years of educational excellence. Our children go there. Braylon is excelling. She loves it. Friends, if you have any questions about Tomorrow's Promise, come talk to me. I'd love to share the great things happening at all 3 of their locations here in Huntsville. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. Lois Stehlik is here in studio. She'll be with us next on Old Town Theater. We got more to come. This is your show on this wonderful Wednesday. It is Good Morning Huntsville.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kaye Boehning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Back at it, friends, as we continue on celebrating the good here in Huntsville. Time now 7:56 in the morning. Thanks for being a part of it here as we highlight all the good things happening in our community, and every Wednesday brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise. More information online at tomorrowspromise.info. Hey, as you're up, how about 54 degrees this morning in our area? A beautiful, cool morning. It's going to be in the mid to upper 80s, clear skies today and sunny, clear overnight, lows back in the 50s. We got a beautiful, beautiful week ahead with not a drop of rain. And how about next week, as we're going to have highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. We are ready for it. Do want to mention this morning, friends in Florida, I called a friend of mine yesterday and let him know I was praying for him, got hit, and now they're getting hit again coming up. And Hurricane Milton, currently Cat 5 at 155 miles an hour, but meteorologists have said it doesn't really, that intensity is not the big issue. The issue is going to be how big this storm is going to get. In fact, it's expected to lose a little bit of that, but it's still going to be a major hurricane as it slams Florida a little bit later today. And so our friends in the Tampa area and my buddy Jeff that I spoke to yesterday, just keep those good folks in your prayers. They are going through a lot down in that state. And I know I'm sitting here bragging about our weather, and we don't have to worry about that. We're having beautiful weather here. So, again, eyes are on Florida today. But right now our eyes are on Lois Stehlik. Welcome in, Lois.
Good morning. It was very chippy, snippy outside this morning.
Did you?
I wasn't expecting that when I opened the door and let the dog out.
Did you have to throw on a little cover jacket or anything?
No, I'm tough.
You're tough. Lois Stehlik don't
waiting
play.
for this weather for a while.
Well, Old Town Theater representing here today, and we had a chance to chat. I did want to mention real quick, Lois, welcome in. We got to see each other for a little bit at the Elkins Lake Picnic.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was not. You guys missed that, Kaye. Have you ever been to it?
I think we're usually out of town.
Yeah, that was some of the. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess up.
Was this your first?
It was.
What?
Like 200 people there. The fried chicken was through the roof.
That's nice.
Good
music.
I haven't had chicken that good in a long time. And Braylon was at Braylon. Kate and we brought the kiddos and the children. And we had a good time eating all of it. So, well, Lois, what have you been up to? How are things going?
We are busy rocking and rolling. We've had some great shows recently, sold out shows. Sleep at the Wheel was here, Bellamy Brothers. Brad Upton, he's a comedian that came in from Seattle, Washington. It was almost sold out. It was a good crowd. It was a good show. But we've got quite a few coming up. But more importantly, what I wanted to talk to you about was CMA Showcase, Songwriter Showcase. We had a lady come to the theater, I think it was in March, and she handed me a card, and she was the director of CMA of Texas. So I was kind of shocked when she was here, but she was here to see a songwriter, and she handed me her card and said, I want to work with you. I want to get together. So we ended up talking, and they do songwriter showcases throughout Texas, like 3 or 4 a year. And so she has picked Huntsville, Texas, to have the first one, and it's going to be January 12th. And so I just want to get the word out there. If you are a songwriter, if you know a songwriter, now's the time to jump on it. Rob's going to post it. If not, you can go to Old Town and look at it, the flyers that we have. But you'll make a call. You'll actually call Miss Mary Mentor, who is the CMA director. She'll do a quick little interview. And I don't know if you submit songs to her or how, but they narrow it down to 12 contestants. And they will come in on January 12th. It's a Sunday. And they'll sing 2 of their original songs and 1 cover. And everybody that's in the audience, it'll be general admission for the audience. Everybody that's in the audience will have a ballad. And you will you'll grade everybody on, there's like 4 different categories. And then CMA is hosting this. We're there just to open the doors and keep the building going, but they will do everything else. They have an MC coming from, it's like a DJ of the Year award dude coming from Shreveport, Louisiana. They said I-20 corridor. I'm not sure who he is. I'm actually from Shreveport. And then she has a headliner coming. And so basically we are just the building that holds this for her. Last year they did it's at the Junction. They did one in Amarillo. They did it in Lubbock. I mean, I think they have like 4 a year. And then their big CMA award this year is on October 16th next week, and it's going to be held at Do-Si-Do's. And the person that she came to see in Huntsville last spring is actually going to be on the CMA Texas Award stage. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, it's neat to think about these type of events that are coming here to Huntsville. And again, Lois Stehlik joining us. This is a pretty big deal.
This is a really big deal. And she was saying, I want to help get your theater on the map. Let's get it going. And so I was like, praise the Lord, let's do this. So anyway, it has been great. I'm trying to work with her, and she actually texted me the other day and said that she wanted me to be her guest at the CMA Awards. I was so excited. So I'm going.
Do you feel like,
slip in the back door?
I feel like there's just some really good momentum happening in Huntsville right now from like all areas. Me being involved in ministry, I feel like there's really good things happening in that avenue. I feel like there's great things happening with our university and the sports world. I feel like there's
downtown area is really booming. The Downtown Business Alliance, people, they really put forth a lot of effort to help keep the downtown thriving. The Sippin' Shops and the Oktoberfest is coming up, and just things like that really make a difference. And, they get a lot of traffic on those things, those special days.
What are some of the things that you've seen, over the years as far as that kind of growth and having events like this, in the way that, I guess the better way to phrase it is just how have things continued to progress in such a positive way that you've seen?
I feel like it takes a community. It takes a community to bring this whole town up and keep it going. And the fascinating thing for the board members at Old Town Theater, we work really hard, but when we get on stage and ask for a show of hand if it's your first time, and over half of the audience is the first time, and then we'll ask how many of you are from outside of Huntsville, and it's still over half outside of Huntsville. It's like, my gosh, this is amazing. If we brought them all together at once, there's no way we could house them all. What would we do? For Sleep at the Wheel, we had for the Malpass Brothers, that was our last concert, and over half of the audience was from out of town. So that's great,
It's wonderful to see, how this growth has happened. I know we're here talking this morning with Lois Stehlik of Old Town Theater. Huge event coming up. This is going to take place in January. So
she always does them on a Sunday afternoon because she realized singer-songwriters typically work on Friday nights and Saturday nights, and so she does them on Sunday afternoon. It's on January the 12th from 3 to 6. We'll start selling tickets on Outhouse. You can pay at the door. It'll be general admission. We have some VIP tables, which we'll sell those, I'm sure, right off the bat. But the rest of it will just be general admission. And then they'll take the ballots up at the end of the night, and CMA then gets 50% vote. And so they take our 50% and put them with theirs to pick.
So the audience gets to be a part of this.
Right, exactly. And the way I understand CMA, because you have the big one in Nashville, but you have states that have their own CMA, and those are the ones that come together and make the big one.
Who was the guy that we had on the show, and then he came and played? Remember, it was at Rather Park, and it was the day that it rained. It was Jack
Nelson.
I like that guy. I hope he's going to be a part of.
I've reached out to pretty much everyone that's ever been at Old Town that I knew was a songwriter. I've tried to reach out to all of them. I don't even know if I've called Jack, but I will. But the rest of them are like, oh, yeah, I'm on it. Because, there's a lot of singer-songwriters that go to different places and establishments in town. You have Tom Foolery's, the Chop Shop, and you have Big E's. And then there's the brewery in Lovelady. I reached out to those places to let them know, and talk to each one. I saw a young songwriter the other day, and I shared it with him. His mother was like, oh, we're on it. We are on it. So it's a great experience for them to get on that stage in front of CMA.
Rick has a hidden talent. He can't sing. I'm just kidding.
That's not hidden. That's not hidden for me either.
Kaye, y'all have been, to Old Town Theater, to many events over the years, and I just recently, when we moved back, finally started seeing things and went to a few things there. I just kind of wanted to ask you, Kaye, maybe there's somebody out there this morning that hasn't been to Old Town Theater. From your perspective, what are some of the things you've enjoyed, and what's really just kind of amazed you about the facility over there?
It's just beautiful. We have a theater just like that in my hometown. Mm-hmm. And so when I walk in, it brings back a lot of memories of going to that theater when I was a child and watching movies and things. That was our movie theater, was also had a stage for plays and things. And they've refurbished it at home to be just a stage for plays and songs and things like that. They don't have the movies there anymore, but just even the seats, and the little track lighting, and it's just almost exactly like the theater that that I grew up in at home. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like visiting home again when we go.
It's neat, Lois. You know, you had asked me to come in, and when the McKenzies had their benefit, I was kind of emceeing that in a way, and you just see from the audience, you just see the stage. You don't realize how far back that goes
Yeah,
back
it
there.
is.
There is so much room in that area.
Yeah, we have one of the larger stages and one of the tallest stages. We've actually had a TLC TV station. They called around and they came because it was so big and deep and tall and blah, blah, blah. And they shot some promos and stuff in Huntsville, and they rented us out for a day. So that's pretty cool. So we actually do have a movie screen. Back in the 40s, it was a movie theater. Since then, it's been converted. We have a screen that rolls up. And so CASA has reached out to me. You know, I'm a CASA. And CASA has reached out, and there's a movie that did not come to Huntsville. It's called Sound of Hope. It's about the town where they adopted all these children. And there you go, Sound of Hope. And so they've asked if we could show the film there. And so they did all the legwork, got the film for us. And we're actually going to host it there and show it on the screen, let CASA come in. Or as a CASA advocate, you need so many hours of continuing education, and that will count toward some hours. So if you do research or if you see stuff like that or go to court. And so it just gives us an opportunity. But we're open it to the public. If anybody wants to come in, you go. I think it's Angel is the name of the network. And you go out there and purchase a ticket. I think they're like $11 for adults. But it's a great movie if you didn't get to see it. When it came out, I was like wanting to see it. It was on my list. I had to get to it. And then we started hunting for it. And it was like, got to drive to Timbuktu to find it because it wasn't here. It wasn't here. It wasn't in. I mean, by the time we started looking for it, it was all gone. There was one location left. And so I was excited when Kim asked me if we could do it. I was like, heck yeah, let's get this done.
It'd be fun to have like a Super Bowl party over at the Old Town Theater. Make it a little too rowdy
It probably
in there.
would be fun for me to clean it up after you.
How does that work though? Let's say that somebody out there, has an idea, or they have a video or a movie or something they want to show. Are you guys open to those kind of things
So
also?
we do rentals. We do rentals quite a bit. And people come out and just rent it. There's a certain day fee. Depends on what day of the week. And depends on if they're a profit or non-profit or whatever. But we'll talk to them about it,
I want to organize.
We're pretty booked ourselves. I mean, this is just through May.
Goodness.
Yeah, we've already got this. But I've already got stuff booked through next November. So you got to stay on it. So people are like, you book so far in advance. We have to.
Yeah, you got to keep it. You got to keep
catch
it booked.
them. Catch them when they're coming to Texas.
Lois, I wanted to say that as you were sitting here talking, I've just so thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you over the last 4 years or so, and I just love the fact that you're passionate about doing this. It's just like Kaye being involved with Tomorrow's Promise. You have to be passionate with what you do in order for it to be successful.
Yeah, it feels like such a notch in your belt when you have a sold-out theater. It's like, we did it. I mean, you got a lot of crooks and crannies you got to clean up when everybody's gone, and a lot of backstage work that has to happen. But it's just such a accomplishment. It feels like we were able to bring Asleep at the Wheel and the Bellamy's. Those are two really big and back-to-back. Brought them to theater, and we didn't have any major issues. Everybody seemed pleased. And we're still cleaning up from it, but
still doing it.
still wrapping it up. But the biggest accomplishment is when they leave. If they didn't have a good time, they're not coming back. But when you're walking, Lauren and I were walking David and Howard Bellamy down the alley back to their bus, and David turns to me and says, "Go ahead and call the manager and let's get booked for next year." And I was like, high five. I said, it was the meatballs, wasn't it? We treat them right. We're big on hospitality, so we cook for them. We have catered meals. Sometimes we have crock pots going in the back. And it ends up being like a family back there. We all eat together. We have a great time. It's a good, y'all only see them for 3 hours or 2 hours. We're there for 9 or 10 hours with them. Sometimes we're meeting them at the hotel. Sometimes we're doing stuff the night before or afterwards. We'll go to Chili's or we'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings or wherever they're wanting to go. And so we get a lot more time, and it's just really great. And then you end up with cell phone numbers, and you're texting back and forth. It's just fun. It becomes like a extended family. So that was big to me when David Bellamy said, "Go ahead and bring us back."
That's wonderful.
Like, yes, thank you, Lord. I don't have to beg and borrow. So we actually called that. The next day was Memorial Day, so we waited till Tuesday. We had them booked right off the bat. They don't want us to put it out there. We're not putting it on the roster yet because it is over a year away. But we're excited about that, you know.
Does I was sitting here thinking, does anybody ever call you like Mama Stehlik or Mama Lois?
Not yet.
It's coming.
Not yet. So most people, like my family, I'm Lolo. You know, my grandmother was also Lois, and so I was Lolo from a tiny. So
it's got to be neat, though. You've made so many friends. You just mentioned this, you know, getting cell phone numbers and talking. I mean, that's got to be one of the biggest parts of the joy, too, is just making friends with folks and getting to know all these people.
Right. William Lee Martin, he has an uncle that's buried here in Huntsville, and he wanted to find the grave. We'd gone to the cemetery. I was like, oh, Lord, we're not walking this whole cemetery over. And so I finally found the grave site after doing some investigating. And the next week I texted him a picture of me by the headstone. He was like, you're the best. So when he comes back, he's coming back next October, and we're going to the cemetery together.
Well, folks, make sure that you follow Old Town Theater on social media on Facebook, and also y'all's website is oldtowntheater-huntsville.org. Huntsville.org. Yeah, oldtowntheater-huntsville.org. Theater, Theatre.
right.
Is how they spell it, and there is so much going on. When people say, well, there's not a lot going on in Huntsville, yes, there is. There is more than enough to keep you in this community and keep you busy all the time.
We recently started doing a lot of comedy, and they sell really well. I mean, people really attend them and appreciate it. And so if you're not into music, because I know predominantly we do either rock or country, if that's just not your thing, then look at the comedy acts that we have coming.
I really, it's just been on my heart. I really want to have a good Christian concert here in Huntsville, like a gospel type deal with just a whole variety of folks.
Yeah, so that's pricey because everybody has their little bucket list. You know, they have their goal, what they're going to, they're guaranteed they're not going below this. And so that would be great. It'd be great if you found a group that was traveling together. But for us to book 3 or 4, you're $5,000, $10,000, $12,000 each one.
Expensive.
It gets expensive. We do have Guy Penrod coming, and he's not coming until the end of March, and over half the seats already sold. So that's good, but at the same time, they're like, I didn't even know, and it's already sold out. Sorry.
How many seats do you?
We have 359 seats, but we have a fire code of 400, so we do have some banquet chairs. Like at Asleep at the Wheel, I think we had 363 there, so I can put some extras here and there. Have spots for wheelchairs, and so if we don't sell those, we'll put banquet chairs there and create some spots.
Literally have people hanging from the rafters in there. You got people just hanging on, wanting to be a part of it.
We're not going to go above the 400, that's for sure.
Not above that. Well, Old Town Theater, Lois Stehlik does such incredible work. Support our local theater and the hard work. I just wanted to highlight that, and I don't want to gloss it over. Lois does such incredible hard work behind the scenes. It's not just showing up and turning on the lights. I mean, Lois, you're almost single-handedly going through, and I know you've got some folks that help you, but
we have others.
I mean, you're going through a lot. Look how much this is booked up, Kaye. This is all the way from now until May the 31st.
I think we have like 28 right now that are booked, and I've got like 3 I'm still working on. Drake Milligan, he's one we've got coming. Do you remember him from America's Got Talent?
Mm-hmm.
Young guy. Working out a date for that for next summer, but I think right now we're right. A little less than 20. I mean, a little less than 30, which is typical for us. We try to keep it right around there. But it's not just me. I mean, Lauren Edwards, she lives in Salado, so she does a lot of booking, and she handles I like to do the contract and pass it off. Like, here you go. It's yours now. Anyway, it is exciting to get some of these. And a lot of them are, we call them repeat offenders, like, Gene from a prison town,
You got to use the Huntsville words, yeah.
Gene Watson, I mean, he comes every year and a half or so, and everybody loves him. We fill it up every single time he comes. And so those are the ones you can just put him back on the books again. And, he's local.
Yeah.
It's pretty close. So.
Well, this is great. Well, the big one that we wanted to highlight today, of course, all these other events, but the CMA of Texas Songwriter Showcase coming up Sunday, January the 12th. Now, are tickets on sale for that now?
Not yet. They're fixing to be. Where she was wanting to wait till after the CMA, which is on the 16th, and then we'll get together and do that. So. Right now, they need to go out there and call Mary Mentor and go ahead and get your foot in the door if you're going to be a singer-songwriter, if you want to submit something to be one of those top 12.
Well, I'm just going to have to get my tickets here in Huntsville. The Dove Awards is kind of the Christian version of the Grammys, and they have that in Nashville. And I got a little email yesterday that says, hey, be part of the package. And Kaye, I got all excited. I was like, oh, this is the vacation, Bridget, I can take. We go to Nashville, spend a few days. So I clicked on it. we ain't going. Because when I put in 1 and then added 2, it was like $4,000. And I'm like, not going to happen. I'll just stay right here in Huntsville and enjoy what we got. I'll watch it on TV, and I'll go to the Old Town Theater to get my entertainment fix. So, Lois, appreciate all that you do, and thank you so much for being such a blessing to our community and bringing, I mean, you think about the economic benefit that the Old Town Theater brings to our community. We are bringing people from outside into our community, and not many communities have a beautiful historic building that's still in use that has this type of entertainment. So come be a part of it. Support Old Town Theater. I did want to ask if folks want to volunteer or support the theater, are there opportunities they can do that?
We have a list of people that want to volunteer. You know, unfortunately, everybody would like to volunteer, and there's just so many that you can do. But, I mean, we'll appreciate them calling and let me know. So if there's ever an opportunity, I'll hook them up. But right now, like I said, there are 9 board members, and that is one of the perks of the board members, to be there at every show and, you know, being able to serve.
Wonderful.
So
awesome. And they got snacks too, by the way. They got snacks when you come in there. So, well, Lois, thank you. Did you have any questions, Kaye, for Lois? Anything maybe popped into your mind?
I was wondering how many people could come, which
almost 359.
359.
You can be one of the 359. OldTownTheater-Huntsville.org is a website to go to. Lois, thank you for coming in, hanging. You're always welcome on the show.
Me.
So
yeah.
welcome into the new studio, by the way.
I know.
It's nice and cool in here.
It's nice. I go by your building all the time and peek through the window, and he's never in there. No wonder.
We're always here, yeah. So, well, hey, we'll take a break. I do want to remind you we are continuing that keyword today, giving away a little bit of money. All you got to do, Lois, what's that keyword?
Cool.
Cool. Felt good this morning. All you got to do is text in cool. Cool, along with your name on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. As always, we are here on this wonderful Wednesday, and we wouldn't be able to have guests such as Lois and highlight the Old Town Theater if it wasn't for our foundation sponsors, such as, on a Wednesday, Tomorrow's Promise, over 25 years of excellence here in our community. More information online at tomorrowspromise.info. We'll take a break. We'll wrap it up when we come back. Rick rejoins the show. Stay with us. More to come here. It's your show. Good morning, Huntsville.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
So, what's inside the mysterious little box?
Whoa, what box? Oh, that box over there.
You went to Elliot.
Wait, don't open it yet. Oh, and yes, I went to see Elliot's Jewelers just a couple of days ago.
Inside the box, is it golden?
Well, I was a little concerned about the price of gold because it's high, but Elliot really helped me find something beautiful and monetarily agreeable.
Oh, well, hey, can I open it now? Please?
Whoa, just a little longer. You have to at least wait until Christmas Day.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Elliot's Jewelers. Fine jewelry and engravable gifts. Schedule your appointment at elliotsjewelers.com. That's ELLIOTTS Jewelers.com.
Make sure there's something extra special inside the mysterious little box you give this season.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
All right, Huntsville back at it here. A lot of fun having Lois Stehlik with us. Always enjoy Lois and all the great things happening over at Old Town Theater. Yeah, we were just having a little discussion kind of behind the scenes, I guess, if you will, or off camera. It takes a lot to bring in some of the. I didn't realize, Kaye, the money and the resources. And Lois didn't talk about this, but when she brings people in, it ain't just show up and do the song. I mean, she's arranging hotel rooms, food. I asked her earlier if anybody ever calls her mama. They're going to start calling her mom when they find out she's cooking some of those meals for these folks. So I need some of that low spaghetti she was talking about, you know. So, well, hey, welcome back in as we continue promoting the good here in our community. It is episode 366 of Good Morning Huntsville. We are here.
Now you have enough for a leap year.
Got enough for a leap year with Rick and Kaye Boehning. Let us know that you're all out there. Hey, Terry Arthurholt joining us this morning. I think she was talking to Lois, because you don't play bunco, do you, Kaye? I think she may be on a little bit of a delay, because Terry said, "Good morning, my beautiful bunco friend." We'll be your bunco friend. I don't play bunco.
I don't even know what bunco is.
Is that some game thing? Isn't it like
I know it's a game.
Card game? Isn't it a card? I think it's a card game.
I don't know. Never played it.
Little bunco. I like that, a bunch of bunco.
I'm a homebody.
Phyllis Diller joining us this morning. We'll give a little shout out. Richard and Linda Horn joining in, saying so exciting for Old Town Theater. We love our home theater. Ellen Duke joining us this morning from Trinity, Texas. Always joining us. Ellen, thank you so much. We've had some people in the Trinity area that I've ran across that we enjoy watching the show. I even had a couple of folks in Onalaska that I ran across saying that they heard about the show. And so we appreciate you, Ellen. Thanks for helping to spread the good news about Huntsville there in Trinity. My sister this morning said it was 58 in the Temple area. We had the same temperature. Felt good this morning. Hey, look, Rick Boehning on this morning. Rick Boehning saying, "Good morning, Huntsville. Good morning, Tammy, Jamie, and Sky."
They all said good morning to us. So.
Rick is kind of our producer in the background. When he steps aside, he's a volunteer associate producer of the show. Jamie Saucier saying good morning to Tammy and also good morning to all of us. Great to see you this morning joining us. Sky Carlton joining us this morning from Deep Clean, Texas, saying good morning. Great to see all of you, Rick and Kaye. Hope everyone enjoys this beautiful weather. And she said she is praying for our friends and family in the Florida area. Many others joining us. Lewis Murphy, good morning. Welcome in. You know who did not message us this morning? Quentin Glaze. I don't even know where you're at, Quentin. That is not like Quentin. He messages us every morning. Steph Valley, also over at Magnolia Kennel, on with us today. Terry said yes, it is. It's bunco is like dice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Rolling. You ever roll dice, Rick?
Yes, I have. It's called Yahtzee.
What's your favorite game to play? What's your favorite game? I'm sure you've
my
been on
favorite game to play is
like on a
chase my wife around the room.
Okay, yeah, that's between y'all, Rick.
You didn't say how many players there were.
What y'all been on cruises, right?
Oh yeah.
What do you like to do on the cruise? You know, they have do you ever do the casino on the cruise?
No.
You don't do that?
We do once in a great while. I mean, we've been on 4 cruises. I might have done it twice, maybe. I like to watch her do it. When we go to Vegas, I enjoy watching her.
You like to watch her take her money out and lose her money, right?
I don't care whose money it is. She doesn't usually lose it, though.
I always enjoy, and I just do it for entertainment. I think you got to be careful because, man, I've been one time and this guy was like just humped over the poor guy, like literally just like slouched over the machine. The guy was like in tears. He's like, I just lost all my payroll money for my. I'm like, well, quit gambling your payroll money for your employees, man.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, exactly. And it's a disease. You got to be careful. It's a disease. Some of this gambling addiction.
I know when to quit. After about 15 cents.
Someone was arguing with me once, said, well, you shouldn't be doing that. I said, well, how's that any different than you taking $100 to Fiesta, Texas, and San Antonio? And if you look at it from the entertainment aspect and you can control yourself, then it's okay, in my opinion. And so I will go with a budget, maybe $200 max. That's all I can afford to do, so that's all I would do. And I just utilize it as entertainment. Just like how's going to a theme park any different? I'm spending $200 to ride a roller coaster, Yeah. So I look at it as an entertainment thing, but you also have to be careful because I understand why it could, because it's the thrill, right? It's the thrill of, I could, and that's how they get you because, Kaye, you could win, Kaye, but guess what? I'm not going to tell you. The odds are in my favor.
She's got enough sense to quit too.
But I always enjoyed the little cheap 5-cent slot machines. But now they have all these weird rows and stuff that you can do. And so it says 5 cents, but if you really want to win, you got to pay like $5.
Yeah.
Because you have to bet on every line. That's where it gets a little over the top. But I'd take you as a blackjack type guy, Rick.
I have played blackjack, but not at a casino.
Yeah, you kind of come across as a blackjack.
I've always wanted to play roulette, and I've never done that.
That one's fun. I just go red or black. Just make it too easy. 50% chance of winning.
Never played.
It's kind of like when you're a kid. What is it? K probability, and they tell you flip a coin 10 times, and the law is that it will usually be half and half.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just look at Rick. I'm like, that's a blackjack kind of guy. Blackjack's a cool type of word, by the way. What's up, blackjack? How you doing? Kay's like,
nobody's ever called me blackjack.
Yeah, you kind of have that blackjack look to you.
Do I?
Yeah, it's a good look, Rick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good to know.
On this date in the year 1000, that's kind of weird. It's usually like 17 or 14. This year 1000, Leif Erikson discovered what he called Vinland, which people think was New England, Vinland, because when he got back to Iceland, his first sentence was, I parked the car at Harwood. That's so dumb.
Oh, that's really dumb.
These are so bad. I shouldn't even read these because
they're
really bad. But they're kind of, in 1642, Harvard held their first commencement exercise. Since it seemed silly to be doing jumping jacks in their graduation robes, the exercises were eventually dropped and they just handed out diplomas. God. See, these are not good at all. 1781, George Washington fired the first shot in the Siege of Yorktown. Not many people know it was a Jello shot, by the way.
Okay.
Check this is pretty interesting, Kay. In 1876, the very first two-way telephone conversation took place. 1876. Oh, there had been previous calls, but they were to the guys. That just doesn't even make sense. Never mind. See, this is what I'm saying. 1876 first call. I'll just leave it at that because that's good a story. Today, National Pro-Life Day. Also, National Cupcake Day. National Moldy Cheese Day.
Ew.
Do people eat moldy cheese? Is that a thing?
I guess.
And it's that's about it. Day 2 of that's it. There's nothing exciting about today other than y'all being on and National Moldy Cheese Day. Today is that's it. Day 2 of Amazon's Big Deal Days. So until midnight, you can take advantage, Kay, of those deals that they actually mark up 100% and then bring them back down 50% to make you think you're getting a deal today, which you're really not. There's really nothing. Sharon Osbourne is the only one I can see turned 72 years old. I thought she was older than that.
I don't know who that is.
Ozzy Osbourne's wife, Sharon Osbourne. Do you know Kay? Sharon Osbourne? Yeah, Sharon Osbourne, 72 today. Plans a quiet night at home with Ozzy until he panics and blurts out, "Oh, the cake is on fire."
That happened to Rick one time.
The cake caught on fire?
Cake caught on fire.
How do you catch a cake on fire?
I knew they were trying to throw a surprise party, and I delayed, and the candles burnt down to the frosting, and frosting is flammable. Did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, it is.
Does it turn black and then it's like turns?
It was already chocolate. So.
Oh, man. Disney World closing all of their parks. Obviously, it's Hurricane Milton barreling towards Orlando. Some things happening as well today. The book has also been chosen as Oprah's next book club pick. The book. That's her next book club. Are you part of Oprah's book club?
No,
Rick?
I'm
not. This is one that I heard this morning. Mega Millions. Inflation has now hit the lottery, Kaye. Mega Millions tickets, normally $2. Coming up in the next, I think it's in the next few months. Guess what the tickets are going up to? $5. More than double is what the Mega Millions tickets. Now, they're trying to make up for this and say the jackpots are going to be bigger and more chances to win. But inflation has now hit the lottery, Kaye. We know we're in trouble when inflation. I will be honest, when it gets really, really, really big and there's a lot of hype, I'll go get a little ticket once in a while. But it's never more than once a year.
I remember back when they were trying to legalize the lottery in Oklahoma and talked about how it was going to solve all the education problems and there'd be so much money for education.
I heard that in Texas, too, when they were voting on it.
And
I haven't seen a great deal of difference.
Hasn't done anything.
Number one thing today for Impossible Question. What is the number one food that most people are allergic to?
Peanuts.
It's a good answer. Not the answer, but a good answer. Number one food, Kaye, most people are allergic to.
Honey. Or shellfish.
Milk was the number one answer. Milk.
That makes sense.
Milk. A couple of things did you know? Did you know that ice cream is the most popular dessert? Guess what's number two?
Cake.
Jell-O. It would be, yeah, Jell-O number two. 80% of people under 30 say it's impossible to drive without music.
Really?
I enjoy just having quiet in my car. Do you ever do that? Do you just turn it off and you just...
When we're together, I very seldom have anything on because I can't hear the conversation otherwise.
56% of Americans believe that Thanksgiving is ruined if there aren't any leftovers. It's just ruined if there's no leftovers. Are you a leftover Thanksgiving type guy?
No, I'm not.
Of course not. I'm blackjack. Blackjack.
I'm at the casino. What do I care about Thanksgiving?
I ain't got time for you, turkey. A family will buy a new jar of mustard every 50 days.
Not us.
Our mustard stays in there like
50
a year.
years, maybe.
Pens are the most borrowed items in the United States.
I believe that.
Pen, or if you say pen, may I borrow your pen?
Pan?
Your pen.
Isn't that what you cook on?
Yeah, pen. I need to
Your
borrow
pan.
your pen. 30% of people say their most embarrassing moment happened where?
In the bathroom?
Public restroom. That's what I was thinking. It's actually at their wedding. Most embarrassing
Really?
moment happened at their wedding.
Did we have anything embarrassing happen at our wedding?
The song went on forever.
Yeah. Our song. We picked a song, and that's the longest song in the world.
Just kept going.
I had to stand there and stare at each other for that long.
Some people text and drive, which is horrible, and Deanna Irwin has done such a great job in our community educating people on that, and it's just not a good thing. Here's the even worse thing. 4% of people read while they drive a book. And I have. Have you ever driven by somebody reading a book? It's happened to me several times. On the highway in Georgetown on 35, I remember distinctively in my truck driving next when I was in my dad's truck growing up, looking over. I said, "Dad, that lady's reading a book." And my dad, he goes, "Well, that lady's stupid." I remember distinctly that's what he said. I was like, "Dad, she's reading a book." "Well, she's stupid, son." I was like, "Well, you're right, Dad. I don't use that word often," but he was right in that case. A whopping 25% of married people surveyed say they would divorce their spouse if they won the lottery.
Wow.
Yikes.
I wouldn't do that.
I'd just hide the money is what I would divorce. I'd just hide it. Sorry, Bridge.
We're way deep in this thing. We need to.
All right, friends. Well, it's been a fun one here today. Keyword, let's head over to the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line as we got a little bit of money that we want to give away today. And here we go.
Morning.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello. Who are we speaking with?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Rob?
Yeah, sorry. My dog's barking in the background. Hey, quiet back there. Quiet, Jordy. I named my dog Jordy LaForge after Star Trek. Quiet, Jordy.
Is he blind?
Yeah. He has a visor on.
Does he?
Yeah. Hey, this is Elle Turpening, our friend from
New Waverly.
New Waverly. That's I always get you and Ellen Duke confused. Elle Turpening from New Waverly. Hey, you won a little bit of money today. We're here with Rick and Kaye.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. A little.
Thank you.
Do you have Cash App or Venmo?
I don't. I don't.
I'm gonna have to drive all the way.
Just
to New
leave
Waverly.
it. Hey, just leave it. Just hey, I'll come by and I'll apply it to one of the jewelry sets.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll do that for you then. So, well, congratulations. A little bit of cash, but yeah, we'll apply it towards that for you. How have you been doing? How are things in New Waverly going?
Great. I'm just out here looking out my back and all the geese flying around, and it's such a cool, crisp morning. It's gorgeous.
I think about the geese. I think about that movie Fly Away Home. Do you see like a little what is it? Ultra light aircraft behind it?
Paraglider.
Yeah, paraglider. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. Hey, real quick before, I know you're in New Waverly, but I'll ask you this question. What do you love most just about our area? You know, I know you're in New Waverly and you watch the show, but what do you love just about our area in general?
Oh, just the warmth and the people and the friendliness, and it's just wonderful.
All right.
Anywhere you go, you know.
Hey, yes, ma'am. It's as Rick would say, it's wonderful.
It is wonderful.
It's wonderful, and I'm sorry I couldn't get you guys back on air. I don't understand why when I'm on and then all of a sudden, I go to my text or something, and then I can't get back to the show.
Yeah, it's just New Waverly. Sorry. if you're in Huntsville at work, no, I'm just kidding.
So my phone wasn't even ringing, and I looked down, and it was like Huntsville, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll answer this. I was standing there cooking breakfast.
It's a good thing we didn't joke around with you then. So, hey, well, congratulations. Appreciate you very much, Ellen Duke. Thank you so much for joining us.
Y'all have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
You too.
All right. We're going to sign off. We got to get rolling, but I wanted you to quickly highlight the Jamaica trip. How did Jamaica go, and what did you do?
She did making me go.
But you enjoyed it. What all did y'all do?
We
flew there.
Yeah.
Then we flew back.
Had some peanuts.
The conference.
I think we had pretzels.
Yeah, conference was from about 8 to noon every day, or 12:30.
What conference was this?
Child Care Genius.
Yeah, Child Care Genius.
Oh, cool.
And then about 2:30 they had poolside conferencing, so you could go to the pool and talk to one of the coaches or mingle with other people that were there attending, and we all had on a wristband, so we knew who was part of the group, and so you'd find a wristband and go introduce yourself and talk. And
were anybody actually in the pool?
Oh yeah, we were mostly in the pool.
Oh, that's cool. That's really awesome.
And met people from all across the United States, and
nobody from Jamaica though.
And y'all had never been to Jamaica before.
No.
What was it like there? I've always wondered, what is Jamaica like? Was
you
it
ever
hot?
been to a tropical country?
Yeah, but just on a cruise ship. I don't know if that counts though.
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay.
the weather was about like it was here.
It rained every day.
For about an hour.
We went in the monsoon season. That's what one of the people told me.
What's the travel like there? You fly to like Houston, like Hobby or Bush,
Yeah.
one of those, and then is it a direct flight there and back?
Well, we got a direct flight.
we took a
Several
direct
people didn't.
Oh wow.
We've decided that we will always get direct flights.
How long was the flight?
About 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
I figured it'd be a lot far. Well, I guess not. Wow.
You take a little detour around Cuba and you're there.
So you have to do you have to detour the Cuban airspace?
That's the way we went. I don't know.
There's a lot of cigars floating around up there in
Yes,
the air, so they have to go. They don't want them to get stuck in the engine, so you got to go around. Well, that's exciting. And so y'all were there. What? How many? Were y'all gone like a whole week? How long
we
was
were
it?
gone a whole week.
We were there for a week.
We went on a sunset catamaran cruise.
Part of the group went.
He got.
I drove the boat.
Oh.
I only wrecked 3 times.
Did you tell him, move out of the way, blackjack's on board?
No, but I should have.
So I posted a picture of him driving the boat, and then a picture of Gilligan's Island's boat.
You know, the one that's
Yeah.
broken and washed up on the beach.
Where'd you
After
did you
the
put this on?
3-hour tour.
Did you put this on Facebook?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta find this. Is it on yours, Kaye?
Yeah.
And it's Rick
Driving the boat.
Were you like the El Capitan then? Is that what
I
it was?
was at that moment.
Yeah, for about 5 minutes. And then we went and saw Dunn River Falls.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautiful. And came home.
Oh, let me see if I can find this, Kaye. I may not. I should have looked this up first. When did you post it?
Several days ago.
Several days ago? All right, we're looking here. We're scrolling. We scrolling.
There it is.
Oh, look at this guy. Look, man. Look at this guy. Yeah, how you doing? I'm Blackjack. Hold on. Check this out, folks. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity
I
here.
know. I've driven the boat before.
All right, let me go. Man, see, Rick, I told you they have this new format. Remember I said that they have this new thing?
You said that.
All right, there it is. Look at this. Hey, what's up, man? It's Blackjack.
It was a big catamaran, too. There were at least 90 people on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. You kind of look like the OG right there, the original gangster.
The OG?
Yeah. Anytime you have to have a name badge that requires like a photo, something it's like a press pass type deal, I'm going to make you a Hello Huntsville press pass. Just put that picture on it just because it looks so cool. Hey, nobody.
I don't think we wore our badges then, did we?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's cool. Well, congratulations. Sound like y'all had a good time. And, hey, thanks for inviting me. I really appreciate it. I couldn't make it. No, I'm just kidding. Next time, we'll go on a Jamaican cruise together, all of us.
A cruise?
Do they have a Jamaican cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a cruise boat there.
We saw it. It was a Princess cruise.
Yeah, I'd rather go on a Prince cruise. Princess cruise.
Princess cruise line.
It was a carnival ship.
What?
It was a carnival ship.
Oh, it was Carnival. Sorry.
Well, there you go.
That weird-looking funnel on them.
Well, hey, friends, been a fun one here today. Appreciate Rick and Kaye Boehning. And whenever you see folks on this show, just like Rick and Kaye, support local businesses. If you've got a child, especially looking for a place where they're just going to grow and they're going to thrive, go to Tomorrow's Promise, friends. It's online at tomorrowspromise.info. Freeze-dried candy. He's all around Huntsville. By the way, I did want to say, I know y'all were out, but the folks y'all had helping for Fair on the Square did a great job. I got a picture of the dinosaur, by the way. Did you just get that costume?
I got it from Chris Brown.
Okay. I love the costume, by the way. So there was someone in there, and he's like, hey, how you doing? It sounded kind of like Barney at first.
It was Patty.
Okay, well, I thought it was Barney.
Patty Holiday. Patty Holiday is one of her employees, but she helps me out.
Okay, well, they did good, whoever it was. So it was a lot of fun. And there were I saw so many kids walking, can I take a picture with you? And so all these kids were taking pictures.
She said it got pretty hot in there after a while.
Yeah, I was like, heat stroke.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it wasn't bad, so it was great. But seriously, folks, when you see these folks in town, make sure you support them. When you see Rick, support him. If you've got children, support them. Maybe you know someone that's got children as well. Just tell them, hey, if you're looking for a place, Tomorrow's Promise, there are several places here in town where you can take your children, but there's not a place in town like Tomorrow's Promise that's going to educate your children. As Kaye always says, a daycare is where you just drop them off and leave them, hope they survive and pick them up. That's not Tomorrow's Promise. They're going to get a great education, the Montessori education. They're going to learn a lot. They're going to excel. So that's what you do. Hey, support them. We love you, Huntsville. We appreciate you. We'll be back at it tomorrow. We don't have a guest tomorrow, so it's just Jason Bay and I. Rick, come hang out with us if you get bored, all right? You're always welcome.
I'll see what I can do.
Rick may come hang out with us, but it'll just be Jason Bay and I tomorrow, and then on Friday we'll wrap up the week with Michelle Spencer. So keep it locked in right here to Good Morning Huntsville. We love you. We appreciate you, all of you joining us on Spirit Radio and across the social media feeds as I end every broadcast, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone on our own to make it on our own. We need each other. So please, please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Until next time, good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We will see you bright and early tomorrow at 7:30. So long, everyone. See you, Rick and Kaye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.